folks, it's the Texas Food Dude, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, it's St. Patrick's Day. So I'm doing a little homage to one of my favorite YouTube channels, the Try channel, which is a fantastic channel. I know they really need me sending people over there, but it's a great channel. These are great people in Ireland, and they try stuff that's sent to them from all over the world. They try food, they try alcohol. It's a really funny show. I love it. I highly suggest that you check them out. And some of the stuff that they've done, I'm kind of been inspired to do on my show in the past. So this is a little bit of an homage. And so I'm going to be doing some Irish products tried by a Texas guy. So cool. All right, stick around. Okay, so first products we're going to try are Shindigs, Rockin' Irish Roots. They're potato chip. As we say in America, they're potato chip. In Ireland, they call them crisps because, it's crisp potatoes. Chips is what they call French fries or, fried potatoes. But these are Shindigs. And I like this. It's cool because it's a box. They call it a party box. And it really, it's easier for them to ship. I would say it's easy to ship. And, it's kind of hard for it to crush, And so you're also not getting a lot of packaged air, because it's everything, chips are sold by weight. By weight, not by volume. So this is cool. I like the packaging. This is the Irish sea salt, because Ireland's on the ocean. And so here it is. I know, watching me open up a package. Don't have it all the way. Okay. Check it out. All right, if you can see it, slide it out. I'll skip ahead on the next two. So yeah, it's in a little cardboard box, so it's not plastic. So that's cool too, because then it's less filled. This is compostable, recyclable. So awesome. All right.
And you already have a serving container.
And I already have a serving container, because a lot of times you can do this at parties. Exactly. You can do this at a party. Duh. And you can open it up, set it out. Hey, there's your bowl of chips, or your box of chips, box o chips. Hey, it's already Irish. But yeah, dude, they're really thin sliced, fried. They're not my big go-to of potato chips is kettle fries or kettle chips. Really good. Very potatoey. Not overly salty. Not overly oily either. It's, chips. They're good. They're really, really good. All right. The plain Shindigs. Hey, it's live TV. Next is the Irish sea salt and vinegar chip. It's in blue. All right, so see, hey, cool box. Initial view, they got the potatoes, and they have the skin on them too, which is kind of cool. It's vinegar chips, sea salt and vinegar. I'm not the biggest vinegar, because a lot of times it's like vinegar and you get salt, you get to where you can't, you need something to drink, which is, I have myself a beer. I have a Texas beer. I'm not huge on Guinness. So it is stout for me. I was going to get a cider, but I messed around and forgot to get one. And as always, controlled environment. I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. So be responsible when you drink. Because I will do a tasting of Irish whiskeys at the end of the show. All right, now the chip. It's actually really good. Because usually when I've had an Irish a vinegar chip, it's one of those that like gets you right here, and you're like, ugh. This is good. There's just enough to let you know, hey, this is a vinegar chip, and it's really good. It gives it a good accentuation on the flavor, so it's really good. I like it. All right, up next is the Shindigs Mature Irish Cheddar and Sweet Onion. Mature cheddar. It means it's at least 2 years old, so or at least a year old. In if I recall right on my cheese knowledge, but still, you can smell the cheese, and it doesn't smell bad. You can smell the cheese, you can smell a little bit of the onion, but it smells really good. You know, looks like the same. You know, got the skin. Ooh, that's good. These are really, really good. And I mean, these are perfect. I can see, you know, they probably, in like pubs, they probably have, as they say, packets of crisps. And so you can sit there and knock it back with a beer. And because like what they do in Ireland, because I know this, because I've had it confirmed, you know, they'll get a bag of chips and they'll just kind of open up the whole bag. They don't just like sit there and just have somebody, you know, and have you stick your hand in. They'll just kind of open up the bag at the seam, and they have it open up out on the table, and everybody just helps themselves. These are really good. And this is really good with a beer. So, on to the next one. All right, up next is shortbread. If you're not familiar with shortbread cookies, shortbread, it's with what they do with the wheat. It's a process with the wheat, and they use butter, a lot of butter, and it does something to the gluten process. One of the bakers actually explained it to me, and I was like, that's really interesting, and then I forgot half of it. But it's one of these things. It's flour, sugar, and a ton of butter. It's like almost half butter. And so I've been
like Paula Deen butter.
Like Paula Deen butter. Yes, here. This is the ingredients: wheat flour, Irish butter, corn flour, and sugar. No milk. It's, you know, outside of the butter, but so it's like butter or butter. So, and these are Clare's Irish shortbread, and they're shaped like shamrocks. And the other one is, you know, the Clare's salted caramel and milk chocolate. So I'm looking forward to that one. But I do like shortbread. You know, one of my other favorites of shortbread is from Scotland. Walker's. Walker's is good. Walker's is really good. I always look for a package of those in my Christmas stocking. And I'm going to give a shout out to the store we usually get them from. We usually get them from the British Emporium in Grapevine, Texas. A really great place. So if you're ever in Grapevine, go to the British Emporium on the north end of Main Street in Grapevine, Texas. The British Emporium, great place for British stuff. But this is Irish stuff. So, all right, check it out. It is a shamrock. And this is kind of cute. It's a little shamrock. Woo-hoo-hoo. But it's not a 4-leaf shamrock. This is a typical shamrock. And so I'm going to have a bite. You get the butter, and it's nice and soft. There's a great texture. It's very smooth to the cookie. It's not gritty. It's not chalky or anything like that. It's just nice and smooth and buttery. It's fantastic. The shamrock, or Irish shortbread, it's really, really good. Clare's Irish butter cookies, and they have, this is the salted caramel and milk chocolate variety. I like salted caramel, and I think there's it's supposed to be like a chocolate chip. But
Is it caramel or caramel?
it's probably caramel, since that's the proper term I've been told. Yeah, you can see the little chocolate chips in it. and then you can see streaks. Oh yeah, you can see like, you can see right there. I don't know if you can or not, but yeah, there's some like chunks or globs of caramel in it, and it looks really good. Oh yeah. You get the salted caramel, you get the chocolate chip. It's just not as soft as the regular shortbread cookie. Oh man, you really get the salted caramel. This is really good cookie. These are perfect for like tea. If you're having tea, or if you drink coffee, you can have these with your coffee. You sit there and you dunk them and go to town. Here, I'll tuck mine in my beer. Not bad. Like I said, you wouldn't normally do that, you know, not in the public, but I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. This is a good cookie. This is a really good cookie. Okay, so I'm not being held hostage. This is a blind taste test of 3 different Irish whiskeys. One is Jameson's, the other's Bushmills, and the third one is Tullamore Dew. 2 I have had before, Jameson's and Bushmills, and I've not had Tullamore Dew, but I figured this would be an interesting way to do this, because I'm pretty sure I could pick out one for sure. And so let's go with the first one, going from my right to my left, or as you're watching, your left to my to your right. So here we go. First one. I'm going to sniff it. And I will pronounce each one at the very, I will do it at the very end. That's what I'll do. I'll sit there and say, this is a nice, almost a fruity bouquet. It's a little hot. I think I know which one this is. Let's go right there. All right, on to number 2. And number 2. All right, that's number 2. On to number 3. I know that one. Sorry. All right. Okay. I believe number 1 was Bushmills. That was the first one I had. Number 2, I want to say was probably the Tullamore Dew. And number 3 was the Jameson's. Because, yeah, I think number 3 was Jameson's. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Normally, I find the Bushmills to be a little bit harsher, and for some weird reason, it was a little bit more mellow. And wow, that's a bit of a shocker. I had a funny feeling this was going to be number 2, but I did like I said, I did like the bouquet on this one. But wow, I'm a little surprised. Usually, like I said, usually I find Bushmills to be a little bit more hot, as you know, which is because it's a little bit harsher, you know, a little bit of that bite. But hey, well, they were all really good. So, Irish whiskey. I mean, Jamie is my go-to. It usually is my go-to. I used to do this one, but I'm looking forward to making an acquaintance with this one. So let's go in. We're going to try some Irish candy. All right, stick around. All right, and now I've got some Irish confectionaries or Irish candy, and it's Cleeve's Toffees and Irish Golden Days. Ooh, the Golden Days, which looks like it's dark chocolate caramels with coconut and sea salt. And this is just a creamy toffee. And a creamy toffee, I think, is code word for caramel. So, it looks like a Werther's. Ooh, a gold. Even though it was a terrible English accent. And I apologize to all my Irish friends that might be watching this. But it's a chewy toffee and, you know, a chewy caramel. It's really good. Not bad. And it's gluten-free. All right. Gives me time to chew this up. All right. The Irish Golden Days. Dark chocolate caramels with coconut and sea salt. Let's see how this tastes. Ooh. That's what it looks like. This watch. A few people might have caught that. Wow. It's got a bite. A little bit tougher bite than the first one, which is really no big deal. But if you have bridge work or crowns or caps, you might want to watch out. Established in 1882 in Limerick, Ireland. That's good too. I like it. Some really good stuff. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I know I did. As always, you know, like I said, this is a controlled environment. I'm at my house. I'm not going anywhere. So please drink responsibly. Do not do this, you know, don't do this in public and go out driving around. Don't be stupid. That's being stupid. These are really good. The Cleeves are really good. Those Clare's cookies, those shortbreads, awesome. The Shindigs, wow, I like those. Those are really, really good. Especially the cheddar and sweet onion, because it was like a caramelized onion. Really, really good. So, as always, I appreciate everybody watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, or like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. And y'all take care. Be safe, all right? Happy St. Patrick's Day.